4 taboos that couples should not do when sleeping. 1. Turning on the nightlight when going to bed is a habit that many people often do not pay attention to. I also used to think that a little light would help me feel more comfortable. But in fact, the light from the nightlight can reduce the secretion of melatonin in the body. Melatonin is a hormone that helps regulate sleep and keeps us feeling sleepy. When melatonin is reduced, I find it difficult to fall into a deep sleep. Light makes the brain always in a state of alertness. This not only disrupts sleep but can also cause weight gain. I have heard that not getting enough sleep can reduce the body's immunity. My health can be seriously affected. If I don't get enough sleep, I feel more tired the next day. The risk of affecting fertility cannot be ignored. That's why I decided to limit the nightlight. Keep your sleeping space completely dark to create the best conditions for sleep. I feel healthier and more active when I get enough sleep without being disturbed by light. This may be a simple decision, but it has a big impact on my health. I hope everyone will pay attention to this to have better sleep and better health. 2. Sleeping face-to-face can have negative effects that I have experienced over time. At the age of 50, I realized that sleep plays a very important role in our health. When sleeping in this position, I easily feel the air quality in the room decrease. When two people lie close to each other, especially when both are breathing, it can lead to a lack of oxygen in the air. This feeling not only makes me uncomfortable, but also affects the alertness of my brain when I wake up. Sometimes, I wake up and feel like I haven't had enough sleep, as if my brain is still tired and sluggish. I often experience tired mornings with a dull headache and a feeling of heaviness in my body. That's when I realized that sleeping position is just as important as sleeping time. When lying face down, adjusting the position becomes more difficult, and I often find myself in a cramped state. The comfort of my body is not guaranteed, causing me to wake up many times during the night. Every time I wake up, I feel like I've just experienced a chaotic, unclear dream. To improve this situation, I tried changing my sleeping position. I started lying on my side or on my back to facilitate better air circulation. Not only does this make me feel better, it also improves the quality of my sleep. I find that when I have enough oxygen, I feel better, and I wake up in a more positive mood. My brain health has also improved significantly, and my headaches have gradually decreased. Finally, I understand that sleep is a time for the body to regenerate and recover. I need to create a comfortable and healthy sleeping environment for myself. Sleeping face-to-face can easily lead to many health problems that I don't expect. Pay attention to your sleeping position, as it can greatly affect the quality of my daily life. I have learned that small changes can make a big difference in my life. 3. Using my hand instead of a pillow when sleeping is a habit that I used to not realize how inconvenient it was. At first, I felt comfortable with my arms under my head. However, after a while, I noticed that this could put pressure on my arms. My arms started to ache and sometimes go numb. I used to think that it was just a sign of aging, but after doing some research, I realized that this position could actually be bad for my health. Not only was it uncomfortable, but it also made me wake up tired. In addition, when my arms were under my head, it put pressure on my abdomen. I also started to experience acid reflux, which I had never thought about before. Not only was acid reflux uncomfortable, it also affected my sleep. I couldn't breathe easily when I was sleeping. This made me feel stressed and unable to relax. Once I became aware of these problems, I decided to change my sleeping habits. I started using the right pillow to support my neck and head. I found that this not only helped me sleep better but also reduced my pain. My health improved when I stopped using my arms as pillows. I hope that everyone will pay attention to their sleeping positions as well. A good night's sleep is not only necessary but also the best way to stay healthy. 4. Covering my head with a blanket is a habit that many of us may have tried, but it's not always good for our health. I've had moments like that, especially on cold winter days, when the warmth from the blanket makes me want to crawl deep into it. However, I've realized that this can cause more serious problems than I thought. When I cover my head with a blanket, I often feel short of breath, as if the air around me is lacking. The feeling of air gradually becomes suffocating, and I know that my brain is not getting enough oxygen. This really worries me because the lack of oxygen can damage brain cells, affecting my health in the long term. I've had mornings where I wake up with a feeling of tightness in my chest, as if my heart is trying to work too hard to compensate for the lack of oxygen while I sleep. There were even times when I felt short of breath, and I couldn't understand why. This fatigue really frustrated me, because it not only affected my health, but also my mood throughout the day. The next morning, when I woke up, I felt like I hadn't had enough sleep, even though I had not had enough sleep. Realizing the negative effects of covering my head with a blanket, I decided to change this habit. I started sleeping with just one blanket covering my body so that my head and face could breathe. This not only made me feel more comfortable, but also helped me sleep better. When I woke up, I felt clear-headed, no longer feeling tight in the chest or short of breath. My sleep became deeper and more restorative, giving me the energy to start a new day. Now, I understand that sleep is not just a time to rest, but also a time for the body and mind to recover. Covering my head with a blanket may bring temporary warmth, but I realize that ventilation and adequate oxygen are essential for long-term health. Letting my body breathe freely during sleep will help me live healthier in my daily life. A general recommendation for all of us is to avoid bad sleeping habits to maintain good health. Sleep is an indispensable part of everyone's life. Every night, when I lie down on the bed, I always look forward to a deep and peaceful sleep. Sleep not only helps the body recover, but also brings a refreshing spirit for the next day. I have realized that if I do not take care of my sleep properly, my health can be seriously affected. Paying attention to sleep quality is not just about choosing a comfortable pillow or a soft mattress. It also involves my daily routine. I have learned that minimizing stress and creating a quiet sleeping environment are important. I have made small changes to my daily routine to create the best conditions for sleep. For example, I usually turn off my phone and computer at least an hour before going to bed. The blue light emitted from electronic devices can disrupt the body's circadian rhythm, making it harder for me to fall asleep. In addition, I also pay attention to my mood before going to bed. A calm and peaceful mood can create deep and restful sleep. I often do some gentle breathing exercises or meditation to help relieve the worries and stress of the day. Daily life is full of challenges and can sometimes be stressful. However, I try to keep my mind light and less conflicted. Living in harmony with everyone around me not only helps me feel relaxed, but also has a positive effect on my sleep. I also try to maintain a stable sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up at the same time every day. This helps my body establish a natural circadian rhythm, making it easier for me to fall asleep. I always remind myself that every day is a new opportunity to live a meaningful life. Maintaining a peaceful life not only brings me joy, but also helps me sleep better every night. I recommend everyone to find ways to keep their mood positive. A happy soul will lead to a peaceful sleep, which in turn helps us have better health. Ultimately, health is the most valuable asset, and I believe that taking care of sleep is one of the best ways to protect that asset. Take time for yourself. Take care of your sleep and live in harmony with those around you. I am sure that life will become better. In married life, sleep is not only a time to rest, but also a precious time for us to connect, understand each other better, and build strong feelings. I believe that a good night's sleep will help both of us become closer, feel the peace and warmth together. However, maintaining a good quality of sleep not only affects each person's health, but also has a great impact on the relationship between husband and wife. There are bad sleeping habits that can disrupt the quiet and comfortable space we need. Therefore, we need to be clearly aware of the taboos when sleeping. By avoiding these things, not only will we protect our own health, but also create a friendly, warm environment for both of us. I hope that we can work together to create a healthy sleeping habit, thereby improving the quality of life and relationship. A good and complete sleep will help us stay awake, happy, and ready to take on the challenges of daily life. Moreover, a good sleep will help our spirit become better, reduce stress and anxiety. I really hope that these shares will help you in maintaining a stronger and happier marital relationship. Let me know your opinion on this issue through the comments below. Let's share our experiences, thoughts, and solutions to have better sleep, helping our health and mood to always be in the best state. If you find this content useful, don't forget to follow the channel so you don't miss the next interesting articles. Thank you for taking the time to follow and listen. Hopefully, we will continue to have interesting and useful conversations in the next articles. See you in the next articles.